Good day to everyone. In the United States of America, there is a creature that is causing widespread fear. They are enormous, unafraid, and destructive in nature. They prey on cattle and inflict harm on the ecology because of their actions. It is the enormous wild boar that can be seen in the video. It is today that we will jointly investigate the methods that American hunters and farmers use to deal with these enormous wild boars. Farmers in the United States are becoming increasingly confronted with the difficulty of large wild boars invading their properties, which carries with it major implications. Damage to crops can amount to up to $1 billion annually, and the destruction of millions of hectares of agricultural land is responsible for this. It is the European wild boar that is the largest of all wild boars. This is especially true given their enormous size. Some of them can weigh up to 450 kilograms. They can be found in a variety of locations all over the world. Their fur is coarse and either brown or black, and they have a long snout. Despite the fact that millions of wild boars are taken each year, this number is still very low in comparison to the total population these animals inhabit. We invite you to join us in the exciting activity of hunting wild boars with those who are trained hunters. You will have a wonderful time participating in this entertaining activity. The number of piglets that can be produced by a litter of European wild boars can range anywhere from 4 to 12. This indicates that its reproductive ability is quite high. Within the first few years of their lives, kids will be cared for by both their mother and their father, with the mother paying particular attention to their well-being. A high degree of adaptation to a wide variety of habitats is the primary factor that has contributed to the robust global development of this species. The majority of the time, they can be seen in agricultural fields looking for food. As a result of the invasion into the fields, significant economic harm has been caused, which has been estimated to be in the billions of dollars each year. In the event that this circumstance persists, the agriculture sector will be subject to outcomes that are extremely severe. Wild boars are able to adapt to a wide variety of environments, including meadows and woodlands, and they dwell in herds. They are omnivorous creatures, meaning that they consume everything from grass to tiny animals and even residue from other foods. When these huge pigs are allowed to continue to inflict damage, it will have a significant negative impact on the environment as well as the agricultural industry. Furthermore, because to the fact that they frequently come into contact with insects, they are able to carry viruses that pose a risk to human health. The most effective method for farmers to deal with these enormous creatures is hunting, which has become the primary strategy for controlling this problem. Consequently, hunters frequently make use of specialized transport vehicles in order to relocate their animals after hunting because of the enormous weight of the animals. It is essential for hunters to select a hunting spot before venturing into the woods on high mountains in order to maximize the likelihood of a successful hunt going down. In order to avoid being discovered by wild boars, the hunting spot must not only have a high level of visibility, but also be provided with a sufficient amount of surrounding space. Keeping a close eye on and examining the tracks left behind by wild boars, such as their footprints and shelters, is of utmost significance. It is essential to select a place that is close to locations that are frequently visited by wild boars. These sites may include streams, peaceful fields, or woods that contain a wide variety of plant species that wild boars enjoy eating. Mountainous terrain can make it difficult for hunters to move about and observe their surroundings. Due to the fact that steep cliffs, or deep gullies might restrict the capabilities of the hunter in terms of eyesight and mobility, it is essential to select the appropriate place in order to prevent these issues. If you are a fan of this hunting strategy, please leave a comment in the comments section indicating that you like it. I'd like to thank it. It is also quite successful to hunt wild boars at night, since wild boars are more likely to be active at night when they perceive themselves to be in a more secure environment. They frequently roam around during the night in search of food or other activities. It is for this reason that hunting wild boars at night will improve the likelihood of getting so close to them. Eyesight will be impaired during the nighttime hours. Because of this, the hunter has an advantage when it comes to approaching others without being discovered by them. The likelihood of winning the hunt is increased as a result of this. Hunting at night is not only a pleasurable experience, but it also provides the hunter with the chance to experience the sensation and to take on new difficulties. While shooting, this has the potential to heighten the excitement and passion. When it comes to dealing with the issue of wild pigs, hunting is not the only solution. Fences, specifically designed to keep wild pigs from digging or crossing, are being encouraged by the government of the United States of America to be installed by individuals. To put a halt to them, some individuals even install dead fences. It is common practice for hunters to use durable metal traps in order to capture giant wild pigs. The Saki wild pigs are captured by hunters the following morning, and they are ultimately harvested. What is the American government's approach to dealing with these feral pigs? I would appreciate it if you could share your opinions in the comments section so that we may discuss them together. Farmers' nets are frequently used to capture wild pigs that are of a smaller size. When confronted with larger ones, however, the traps need to be constructed to be more robust in order to attain the highest possible level of efficiency in capturing. Do you know what kind of animal is capable of facing off against wild pigs that are known to be vicious? You are correct. It is the dog that hunts. When it comes to hunting wild pigs, hunting dogs are powerful assistants that help hunters hunt them more efficiently. They have an excellent ability to smell out and survive. While using the slider for aerial hunting, you will get an experience that is incredibly exciting. Because of the slider's expansive vision, hunters are able to readily watch the entirety of the hunting field, and from that vantage point, they are able to plan their hunt more appropriately. The use of the slider not only helps save time and effort, but it also makes it easier to approach herds of pigs in a secure manner, which is especially helpful while traveling through woodlands. It's miles. Or do you like the more traditional method of hunting, which involves hunting on the ground? Please share your thoughts with us in the comments section. Why are wild boars on the verge of invading and attacking municipal areas? It would appear that a great number of individuals are hunting for a response to this inquiry. Wild boars are forced to seek out food and water supplies in urban areas because of the intense weather conditions that they are forced to endure, which include protracted droughts and high temperatures. Forest fires are caused by these harsh weather circumstances. Because of this, they are compelled to penetrate human breeding sites and fertile fields in order to find fresh sources of food and shelter. Let go of it. In point of fact, wild pigs are not indigenous to the Americas. Rather, they were initially brought to the continent by explorers and settlers in the 1500s, initially for the purpose of providing a source of food. These pigs were able to escape from their spouses as a result of free-range management practices, which ultimately led to the establishment of the first wild pig colonies in the United States. Over the course of the 1900s, wild pigs from Russia and Eurasia were brought to some regions of the United States for the purpose of sport hunting. Domestic pigs that have escaped from their homes, wild pigs from Eurasia, and hybrids of the two types of pigs are the sources of feral pigs in today's world. There are at least 35 states that have documented the presence of the two wild pigs. Their population is projected to be around 6 million at the present time, and it is continuing to expand at a rapid rate. Their ability to adapt to a broad variety of climates and breeding conditions, their quick reproduction, and the absence of natural prey are some of the factors that have contributed to the extension of their range. They have caused significant issues for farmers, animals, and infrastructure in the United States due to the incredibly high populations that they have. Characteristics of wild pigs in the United States include eyes that are small and deep, ears that are large and wide, and necks that are short and thick. The average time it takes for them to reach adulthood is between 2 and 3 years. When they reach this age, they weigh between 180 and 270 kilograms, and the head accounts for exactly 1/3 of the whole length of their body. Consequently, in addition to this unique characteristic, they are frequently referred to as large monsters. In addition to this, wild pigs are capable of moving at a phenomenally high pace, reaching speeds of up to 40 kilometers per hour. Pigs in the wild have enormous bodies and are capable of reproducing at a rate that is faster than any other species. Around the age of 8 months, female pigs begin to reproduce and have the potential to give birth to up to 2 litters each year, with each litter consisting of 4 to 12 piglets. The damage that wild pigs cause to the environment and to agriculture is estimated to be approximately $2.5 billion annually, according to relevant figures. In addition, they are intermediate hosts for at least 37 different diseases, which can be passed on to cattle, wild animals, and even humans. These diseases can be transmitted to livestock. In order to combat the issue of invasive wild pigs, the government of the United States has authorized individuals to hunt and sell wild pigs. Hunting wild pigs has been done by hunters all around the United States, day and night, and even with helicopters. On the other hand, these techniques of hunting are frequently more enjoyable than finding a solution to the problem. This is due to the fact that hunters primarily target huge wild pigs, while smaller pigs are able to flee. After evading capture, they will relocate to a new location in order to survive and breed. They will be able to avoid being caught by the hunters. The management of the wild pig population becomes significantly more essential as a result of this. Please leave a note in the comments area if you find the video that was posted today to be the second most fascinating. I'd like to thank it. According to the findings of research, in order to keep the present population of wild pigs at its current level, management methods need to destroy approximately 66 to 70% of the population each year. Even if it is difficult to control wild pigs, there are still more effective solutions that are being explored and put into practice. Controlling wild pig numbers in an efficient manner is of the utmost importance. There are some limitations that wild pigs have, despite the fact that they are common creatures, intelligent, and nimble. In addition to being extremely hungry, they frequently go out to eat in herds. Having come to this realization, mankind has devised traps. These traps are designed to tumble down and have the potential to capture a herd of wild boars of varying sizes. Kindly provide us with your feedback regarding the video that was shown today. I am grateful to you. There are two primary categories of traps that are frequently utilized: drop chat traps and Takedown chat cage traps. Cage traps have the benefit of being long, expensive, and simple to set up, but they have the drawback of only being able to capture approximately 50% of wild boars each time they are set up. As a result of the high level of intelligence possessed by wild boars, those that are not caught will remember the contours of the trap as well as the terrifying experience they had when they escaped. They will instruct their offspring on how to avoid falling into the trap, which will make it significantly more challenging to catch the following time. As a matter of fact, the wild boar drop trap system has the capability of successfully capturing up to 88% of wild boars each time it is used. Therefore, this contributes to a considerable reduction in their population. On the other hand, in comparison to standard cage traps, drop traps make it more difficult for wild boars to evade being caught. The drop platform has a number of advantages, the most significant of which is that the cage design is hanging high up. This allows wild boars to look through the trap from all sides, which provides them with a higher sense of security than standard cage traps. In addition, the drop traps may be operated remotely, which guarantees the capture of wild hogs whenever they are required. The most recent findings from research on the technology used to manage feral hogs indicate that the Boar drop traps have the capability of being activated remotely and seen through the use of the internet. Monitoring and controlling wild hogs may be accomplished in a manner that is both efficient and convenient thanks to this strategy. Not only are the drop traps designed to be simple to put up and carry to wild hog habitats, but they can also be set up in as little as half an hour. There is also an emergency exit door built into the drop traps, which allows the hogs to be easily released once they have been captured. Broken AD Range in Texas Price is a pioneer in the gathering of meat from wild animals. As part of an animal population control program, they collaborate with ranches in Central and South Texas to harvest meat from wild animals. This method assures that animals are harvested in a humane manner, that a sustainable animal population is maintained, and that high-quality wild meat is produced. Deer and wild hogs are among the wild meat items that Bowden AD Range offers. These goods are sourced from more than 100 individual ranches, which together cover nearly 1 million acres of land in Central and South Texas. Instead of being confined in cages or released in restricted locations, the animals are harvested in their natural state. There is no restriction on the animal's genetic makeup. Because of this, the quality of their meat is very good. Their wild meat products are frequently used in upscale restaurants located in almost every state in the United States. Their wild boar is managed for quality and taste through attentive harvesting procedures and stringent quality control, beginning with the selection of animals and continuing through post-harvest management. This ensures that the meat has the best flavor possible and satisfies the requirements for food safety. Despite the fact that there are only a few hog processing facilities in the United States, Broken AD Range has demonstrated that their sustainable model not only helps to manage wild boar populations, but also supplies high-quality meat products to a wide variety of markets, including high-end restaurants and individual consumers. It is a testament to the growing interest in wild game meat as a sustainable and high-quality food alternative that their goods have received great ratings from chefs and restaurants all around the United States. What are your thoughts on the measures that the United States of America has developed to control feral pigs? Are you aware of any more effective solutions? Please let me know what you think so that we may discuss it together. This is where the video comes to an end. You are appreciated for watching. It would be greatly appreciated if you would show your support for us by liking and subscribing to our channel.